Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is Juan, the OC agent here at Nationwide Real Estate Executives, and this is your market update for October 2020. In today's video, we're going to talk about how the OC housing market is performing and where we're headed now that the summer's over and we're headed into the winter months. Okay, so let's start with a quick recap of the summer. If you've been trying to buy a house in this market, you know that the market has been absolutely crazy. Competition has been fierce. Homes are selling faster than they're coming onto the market. To top it off, there's very little inventory, meaning that most buyers are tripping over themselves over the very little inventory available for sale. I guess the silver lining has been that the interest rates are historically low, haven't been this low in the last 50 years, which is driving a lot of the activity in the market. So as we move forward, a lot of buyers are wondering, Juan, will the market finally slow down enough for me to catch my breath and not have to compete with so many buyers? And the answer is probably not. Interest rates are predicted to stay low. Inventory, the number of homes for sale in the market is going to continue to stay low. Demand is going to stay pretty high, even though it's going to drop at the end of the year. But because interest rates are continuing to stay low, most buyers in today's environment, in today's low interest environment, can afford 10% more home than they could at this time last year. So most people will continue to stay incentivized to stay in the market and find a home. Now, let's take a look at the numbers here in Orange County. Demand, which is the number of pending sales over last month, hasn't been this high since August 2012, which is 8 years ago, and it's up 24% over last year. It currently takes about 38 days to sell a home in Orange County, which includes 30 days of escrow time. So it really only takes about 8 days to get into contract from the time you put your house on the market and the day you find a buyer. And it really takes a lot quicker than that, because you put the house on the market on a Wednesday, you show it through the weekend, by Tuesday or Wednesday you're already in contract, and that really has been my experience in the last few months. It's just been super crazy out there. So current demand will continue to remain strong from now through just before Thanksgiving, but it will continue to decline as we enter the holiday season, when most people are putting their home shoppings on hold as they go through the holidays. So intuitively, most people would think that the drop in demand as we get into the end of the year will slow down the market, but that's not really the case, because inventory is going to remain dry and it's going to drop in similar proportion to demand. So for those shoppers out there looking for a home at the end of the year, the market will feel much like it does today, as there won't be that much inventory on the market for them to choose from. Currently, there are only 4,173 homes for sale in Orange County, which is down 2% over the last 2 weeks, and it's the lowest number we've seen in 8 years. So not very many options for buyers out there, and as we go through the end of the year as well. So is it a good time to buy a home right now despite the challenging market? Well, that's a really complicated question, because buying a home involves a lot of personal variables that, are kind of complicated. But if you have a secure job, one that's not going to be affected by COVID cutbacks, and you have the money for the down payment and you can afford the monthly payment, whatever that monthly payment will be, then I would say take advantage of the incredibly low, ultra low interest rates. At today's rates, for example, the typical entry-level home at $750,000 here in Orange County will have to drop by nearly $100,000 in order to make up an increase of interest rates of just 1%. So that's just nuts, right? It is more likely that we will see an increase in interest rates as we get through the end of the year and the election cycle before we will see a price drop in home prices significant enough to make a difference or an impact on your monthly payment. That has been a quick look at the OC housing market for October 2020. Should you have any questions about your particular situation, don't hesitate to call or text at 949-400-2287 or email at juan@theocagent.net, or you can always drop me a message in the comment section down below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video.